You saw Connor get a massive launch right there. Gisbergen was on the outside, but was able to carry that momentum out. You see both of those guys out front.
Zilich 1 year removed from his first career victory. Made his first start right here at Watkins Glen. Won from the pole, a familiar seeing him out front. And they're fighting for third behind him. 54 is Taylor Gray. 41, last week's winner, Sam Mayer, jumps to third as we make our way to the S's. But he's got a couple of hungry veterans behind him. Allgaier is there in the 7, and the 21 is Austin Hill, who's coming back after the suspension last week at Iowa.
Yeah, you see Justin kind of forcing the issue right there. The 48 is holding both of those guys up. You can see the train of cars behind them. Justin forced that, was able to make it work. You see Austin Hill is going to follow him by as well.
Let's get a report on the rookie driver from Minnesota. Here's Dylan.
Yeah, and he has been so impressive. And now we got Ryan Sieg has spun over here off of turn number 6, it looks like. Should be able to stay under power and stay green. Oh, now we got another car that's buried in the gravel, it looks like.
Yes, Josh Bilicki, and I would say we'll get a caution here because once you get in that gravel trap off the turn, you just can't get out. And Josh is stuck, and it's unfortunate because
yeah, we're stuck.
Josh is, yeah, there's the caution.
You're going to see the back of the car get a little bit loose right there, and he's just trying to catch it. Nothing malicious or intentional right there. Josh Bilicki, just wrong place.
And once you get out of the restart zone, it's on. You can pass, change lanes, do whatever you want to do.
And Shane was a little more aggressive. You see they're going to race down into turn 1, and it'll be interesting to see what they choose to do when they get to this point.
Side by side, turn 1.
Yeah, Zilich gave him enough room. You see Shane's going to have the momentum on the outside. It's so rough up there, though.
Yeah, I was saying, how does it net out to turn 2 in the S's?
Oh, but he stayed on his, look at that. Now Shane's going to be at the preferred groove. They can run side by side here. We'll see what they do when they get to the bus stop. You see William Sawalich trying to sneak to the inside. You want to be in front of him, but it's just, it's so hard to race on the defense.
Well, Sawalich is Zilich's best friend now because he's holding up Van Gisbergen a little bit, and the 88 can scoot away, something he didn't do in the opening run. After the cycle of pit stops, here we are to turn 6. Sometimes when you run it long, you cruise to the green and white checkered flag.
Not today.
Not the case for Justin Allgaier. Trying to hold off Taylor Gray here to end stage 1 at Watkins Glen. Off the corner and back to the start-finish line. It's going to be Justin Allgaier who gets his 8th stage victory of 2025. That leads all drivers.
In the 00. Overall, pretty happy with his race car. Only request was just for a little bit more drive off the corner. They've been really pleased overall with the balance all day today, though, Kim.
Justin Allgaier, actually a debate on whether or not to leave him out. Jim Pullman said, do you think you can hang on? Ultimately deciding to bring him down. He said he needed help with forward drive. Just a little tight through the apex as they put 4 fresh Goodyear tires on. Left side of your screen, Taylor Gray. Overall, the car is good. Temps were high, so they did take some tape off of the front of that grille.
This is a dangerous time when you're in traffic after the cyclist stops. His teammate Connor Zilich in charge as we begin stage 2.
And you see Van Gisbergen right there behind Connor Zilich on the inside. We're going to hope that they've made the right adjustments to that car. He got really loose, though, off that turn. Lost a lot of ground to those guys. That's exactly what Zilich wanted to see, to not have the 9 car right behind him.
And here we are entering the bus stop. 10 is Daniel Dye. The 11 is teammate Michael McDowell.
That's the worst guy to have contact with.
Thomas Annunziata around for the 2nd time. Little damage there.
Ooh.
Only on CW. Heading toward the end of the 2nd stage. Nice battle here. 41 Sam Mayer. 9 Shane Van Gisbergen. SVG looking for a spot into the corner.
Yeah, it was the same place that they had contact earlier in practice. I think Shane being a little more careful. You can actually hear the tires as you listen to that right there. I was trying to see it. It's not continuing to smoke at him, but clearly some type of an issue for the 19.
CZ, 6th stage win of the year. Connor Zilich does it again. He also won a stage here at Watkins Glen a year ago, and as we know, went on to claim his first career victory. Final stage, Watkins Glen, 2 of the best out front. Connor Zilich, Shane Van Gisbergen.
Oh, you see that? Looks like the 9 actually has a little bit of an advantage here as they get to the start-finish line. He ran really wide, though, when we got through turn 1 last time. You see Connor sends it really deep into turn 1.
Just so good at working the throttle and the brake and managing it. But look at this. Van Gisbergen, a little crossover. Thought he might get inside. As we come up the hill, he cannot. 88 out front through the S.
William gets to the outside of Austin Green right here. Is going to be hopefully in the preferred position right here. He'll drive in just a little bit deeper, knowing he has fresher tires. Austin gives in just a little bit.
Sheldon Creed.
Wow.
And there's damage.
That's
and
incredible timing.
And this is great for Shane Van Gisbergen. If the caution comes out, and with that debris, you have to believe that's going to be the case. And there it is.
I mean, the timing of that, impeccable for the 9 car. That was kind of a Hail Mary, right? Because it's on the early side, but this caution is going to help him. So that we saw that right when it very first happened, which was back just a little ways. But that contact got Sheldon turned. Oh, man, that could have been bad. Ooh, this guy's trying to get slowed down.
Watch this with Daniel Dye.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Restart coming, 27 laps to go at Watkins Glen.
Parker got a good restart, but you see Jesse Love's going to be able to have the grip, the braking capability. Shane's to the inside now of Parker Retzloff's going to run him a little bit wide as Jesse Love gets really wide. Look at the 9, going to be able to get all the way to the lead right there. Fresh tires.
Look at 4 wide and a part of that Connor Zilich, and there was contact.
In traffic, and then obviously the car doesn't have the pace. You see Jesse Love getting moved out of the way right there by his teammate through the carousel. But Connor has the pace, and the one thing, Adam, that sticks out to me is when we talked to him earlier in the day, he talked about how nervous he was 1 year ago at this race with it being his first race and how much more comfortable he was. Well, he knows he's got the fastest car. He knows he's got enough time left.
The 9 is Shane Van Gisbergen, not exactly driving away. Off of turn 7, 88 is there.
Yeah,
trying to get second away, and he's going to be in position into turn 1.
Yeah, he snuck inside of him right there, and I thought that Austin was going to have the momentum on the outside, but Connor kind of caught him off guard. The 21, wasn't able to get back to the throttle where he wanted to. Has been inside of him a couple times. As he gets inside of him again and locks up that left front or right front tire on the inside of that corner. Connor's being very, very gracious to Shane right here.
The chase to turn 2.
Yeah, side by side, trying to get through the S's. It's so hard to go through there side by side. Connor's just trying to time this run out where he can get him into a braking zone, but Shane just kind of managing this, and their lap times aren't good right now. Connor's going to get to his outside. If he can run side by side with him through this corner, it's going to be in the preferred position. I think Shane might have let go just a little bit there.
Power move, turn 6, there's the contact. Van Gisbergen around. Zilich takes the lead, hard hit for the 9. Caution is out. Oh my goodness.
9 didn't know that he was on the inside. There is no spotter right there, right? It's hard for the spotters to see that. That's almost a blind spot of the racetrack, depending on where the spotters are located. But they came back on, they made contact, and again, like, you just don't realize how fast this track is until you see contact and you see the impact of the 9 car. But I don't blame Connor for doing anything wrong right there.
A violent hit for Shane Van Gisbergen. Teammates today and teammates for years to come at Trackhouse. SVG just signed a multi-year extension, but he's done here this afternoon. 5th caution. And there's a chance the best is yet to come. Here we go. Green once again, Watkins Glen.
Now you saw Austin Hill spin the tires on that restart, trying to make sure that he can stay beside Connor Zilich. We'll see how aggressive Austin Hill gets here. Get down into turn 1. Look at the 18.
Zilich.
Oh, the 21.
Into Connor Zilich, who goes wide. 21 Hill in the lead. Michael McDowell comes through, and Taylor Gray is there as well.
Look at the 88, lost 5 positions into turn 1. We saw the 21 give him a little bit of a nudge.
And we got a caution for debris.
Is like, that's racing really hard. Connor had overslowed the corner. Austin Hill knows his chance to win today is to move that 88 out of the way. See, the 8's going to give the 11 a little bit of a push here down into turn 1. They exit this corner. McDowell's going to have to give him a little bit of room. Can he get the power down, though? Keep the momentum up. It looks like he can.
Wide. Look at Zilich coming through on the inside.
Oh, McDowell to the lead from the outside of turn 1.
Michael McDowell to the point. Hill to 2nd. Sammy Smith is 3rd, and there's Zilich up to 4th. He got around Taylor Gray, and Mayer trying to do the same.
To check out or to have to, he wants those guys to do exactly what they're doing right here. As you see, they're leaning on each other.
Contact turn 6. They both go wide.
Way wide. Yeah, I think it's a good plan. You see Zilich is going to go all the way up beside McDowell with those guys beside in turn 1.
Zilich to second, right behind McDowell.
Oh,
Turn 4 and down the back straightaway. 88 is strong, trying to get back on point.
It's incredible he was able to turn inside of him at the top of the hill.
Zilich has done a great job today, hanging in. Look out! Big crash. McDowell, Zilich. There was contact with Austin Hill. Taylor Gray got a piece of it.
Oh, slow down, guys. Oh, the
What the heck is that guy doing?
Josh Palicki.
I mean, why would he do that?
You know who he is. You okay?
And you can see that the visibility goes away. Yeah, I don't think that's intentional, Adam. I think that is Austin running wide, trying to get back on the racetrack, and very similar to what we saw with Retzlaff. I know there's going to be some frustrated people. Oh, look at those guys that have slowed down behind, and others that just came piling in there.
This is just a spectacular scene here.
Look at that.
To see the emergency equipment there, all the crashed race cars, and all the safety officials that are there tending to the drivers to make sure everyone is in fact okay.
He just has no steering right there. Look at that.
I mean, it was fine, and then it just went straight.
4 laps to go. We're green again at Watkins Glen.
Look at Sammy Smith.
Sammy Smith able to drive to the lead. Mayer is there as well.
What a restart by the 8 on the out. Oh, he can't get turned though. Connor's going to get
there. Car turned around the back. Parker Retzlaff. Zilich back to the race lead as we head up through the S's.
Dude, Sammy Smith had such a great restart, but then the car just looked like it didn't want to turn. See right here, this is on the restart. Before Retzlaff goes around, I couldn't tell, was there contact when that first came on? Or
Retzlaff looking for another top 15 finish. He's done it the last couple of weeks. Was 13th when the car got away from him. He's been able to drive away. We stay green.
Oh, Quapple and Eckes get together on the exit of the bus stop. Eckes comes in on the wrong end of that deal.
And look at Allgaier on the fresher tires, able to drive through.
Side by side through the bus stop, never works.
I mean, this is muscling up late in the race. Had 3 cars sideways, just incredible. He wants the gap. He also wants that white flag. You don't want another restart. He's had to deal with it a lot today.
You see Mayer be able to get to the inside of Sammy Smith right there. Maybe a little bit of contact, a nudge on the entry to the carousel. We've seen everybody be pretty vulnerable through that carousel today from the car behind. Great run by Mayer. Look at Allgaier. Oh, he's got a tire off in the dirt a little bit.
Easily through 6 and over to 7. And now he can make the right-hander back to the checkered flag. The magical ride continues. Connor Zilich, 6th win of the year. He goes back-to-back at Watkins Glen.
Hell yeah, boys. Number 6. Watkins Glen, baby, let's go!
What a year Connor Zilich is having. You said 6 wins, Adam. The fact that he can do it at every type of racetrack, it's been fun to watch, but he was on another level today at Watkins Glen to have guys like Van Gisbergen in the field with him, and to have the pace he did in qualifying and to see the pace he had in the race.